Hey guys, Ballin here, and today I'm bringing you an editing tutorial video. Now, as a sort of disclaimer, I'm far from being the best editor. I'm still very novice and learning things every day and every time I edit, and I'm not considered sick. But from what I have learned, I've learned a cool few tricks to basically improve your videos, and I'm hoping to show you just that basically. So today I'm going to start with how to create a dynamic intro. Now what I mean by dynamic is that it's not just your standard intro. So as the best example of this, it's going to be from this to something like this. Now, as you probably noticed from the first one to the second one, basically what I see in a lot of videos these days is there's a slow motion sort of introduction of your character walking or running somewhere, and I just feel that adding a little bit of editing, which doesn't take long at all, can really polish up an introduction. Even just simply using color correction or cropping the actual clip itself to make it look like it's got a sort of wind effect can really just bring out the best in a video. And from what I've learned in the past, as well as still learning now, is that the introduction or the first 30 seconds of any video you make are the most crucial. If you've got a very boring introduction, 40% of people will immediately click away, and I'm not sure why, but it's just the way it is. So what we're going to do is, obviously you can see I've done stuff here. This is the normal clip, so I'm just going to drag this over here so you can see it, and I'll just play it here for you now so you can hear it. So basically that is your standard sort of introduction of walking slow. Now, to best start it off, what you want to do is go into Insert, Video Envelopes, and go to Event Velocity. Now, what this does is you can speed up your video or slow it down, just the video clip itself, not the audio. Some people use Control and stretch the video, and the problem with that is that you get ghosting and the audio goes completely out of control. Now, what I mean by ghosting is that if you slow down a clip and you do it too much or poorly, you'll see sort of remnants of your character and things that are going on in the clip itself, and it will blur and fade. That's what's called ghosting, and it looks terrible when someone does that. So what you do is you go to Event Velocity. It's at 100% now, so what we'll set it down to is about 45%. Let's give that a play. That's alright, maybe up it a bit. That looks fine just like that. So about 47%. So in order to make the wind effect, you go to Crop and Pan Event. Now my layout's a bit different. It might be a bit different from your Vegas layout, so I do apologise for that in advance. Now to best do this, if you haven't done this before, is you need to keep looking at your preview window over here. So what this does is you can zoom in, you can zoom out, and all these fancy sort of things. And here is where you make the changes. It will actually save whatever you do. So to best example this, if we zoom in a little bit, put it to the center, maybe just tilt it a little bit, you'll see there, that's what it's going to do. And then if I do it here again, tilt it a little bit like that, maybe move it. Let's go for another tilt here, move it over there a little bit. Yeah, you can see it's got the black there, the outside. So if we just zoom in a bit and tilt it. So if I play this again for you, you'll see the changes. As you can see, it's rotating, and it will stay at the last one that you've got. So what I tend to do is I'd remove the first one, which is just your standard box. Remove that, well, delete it basically, and then start editing from your wind sort of effect. Now, I could go into greater detail on how to do this, but the best way to do it, guys, and to save me time in this video, is you need to keep doing it. It can take maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but you get it to how you want it with the tilting and adjusting the camera, and it'll eventually look something like this. They'll be closer together, so the movements are more fluid and it will look more wind-like. So that's how you do that. So if we just delete those for now, so you know what to do, and we'll just leave the standard, so it's just like that. Now, as you can tell from this clip, it's a completely different color. This is called color correction. Now, in my opinion, Color correction on any video really does bring out the best. I mean, this is just your standard colors here. So if we go over here to your video effects, you go to color corrector. Now, instead of selecting one of the defaults that are here, go to default itself, not the normal set standard defaults. This won't change the color at all. And this is where the magic sort of happens. So low is going to control the actual everything of the video. What I tend to do is whatever color you're going for, I tend to use blue tint, is go slightly towards blue, not too much. Medium, you can stretch out to blue a little bit more, but not too much. And high is where you want to be editing the most of your color. As you can see, it's not too much when you add whatever color you want. It's not too much in your face like it is on low. So go kind of full out on this. So if you want blue, like what I use, a blue tint, go for blue. If you want it more green, you can go for the green here, or the yellow, or the red, or if you want pink. So if we leave it at blue, you can already see it's completely changed from the original color, which is that the color difference is just 10 times better. And it's really good to use color correction on any video. I mean, you can do it on vlogs or montage videos, Call of Duty clips if you play Call of Duty. It doesn't matter what you do, but color correction brings out the best in a video. And then you keep editing till you're fine with it, and you're fine with the color correction and the wind adjustments, and then your video is set, and you've got yourself a perfect 5 to 10 second introduction. In my opinion, it's best to keep intros very short. You can add some text. You can. I'm going to do basically what I plan to do is do editing tutorials on many different things, including using Adobe After Effects, Sony Vegas, Cinema 4D, and I'll keep going on with this series. I just want to see what the reaction is first. This is your basic concept on how to basically just make a really engaging introduction, other than the standard, slow motion intro with no editing, because this sort of stuff that you can do with the color correction, it can be done in less than 20 minutes, and it really does bring out the best in a video. Thanks for watching, guys, and like I said, this is just the start of something. These are just the basic concepts on an introduction. There's much more to be added to this, including text, maybe a few cutscenes, and also my next video will be about transitions from clip to clip. But anyways, I hope you've learned something today, and I hope I've helped people that are going to be uploading future videos that just want a bit more editing on their video and want to push a video out a bit more. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. His fucking arm's breaking. What? I was only holding on. No. Oh god, no. No. Fuck you. Oh Jesus.